welcome to your mat. My name is Sarah, and today I've got a short, mellow morning flow for you. Just for right after you wake up, before you head on to work or whatever you need to deal with in the day, and you want to open up some space in the body and just feel a little looser after sleeping all night long. So come to your mat, come to a comfortable cross-legged position. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale and turn to your right. Let the arms come down. Just getting a very gentle twist. Inhale the arms back up. Turn through center. And then release the arms down to the left, twisting gently to this side. Inhale the arms up. Exhale and fold forward from the hips. Walking the hands out in front of you. Pressing down through the hands and pressing down and back through the hips so that they don't rise up off the mat. Lower the forehead down. Keep the arms active. Good. Walk the hands back in. And then take the left hand and walk it out to the left, coming down onto the forearm. Raise the right arm up and extend, stretching through the whole side body. Inhale up and take it to the other side. Breathing into the space, finding some length. Inhale up and come onto all fours. Set up the knees underneath the hips. The hands are flat on the mat with the wrists underneath the shoulders. On an inhale, you lift the hips, lift the gaze, and drop the belly. As you exhale, you round the back. Inhale, look up, drop the belly. Exhale, round the back, tuck the tail and the head. Once again, inhale, take the gaze forward. Exhale, round the back, just waking up the spine. Good, come back to a neutral spine. Inhale, raise the right arm up high, look up. And then we'll thread the needle. The right arm comes through, the right temple comes down, the hips are high. The left hand can stay down on the mat, or you can raise the left arm, finding some opening through the shoulders. Bring the left hand down, press through the left hand to come back onto all fours. And we'll take it to the other side. Inhale the left arm up high. Exhale and thread the needle. Press down through the right hand. Come back onto all fours. Walk the hands in front of you, about 6 inches or so. Tuck the toes. Draw the hips up and back, coming into downward facing dog. Press down through the heels. Press the thigh bones back. The hips draw up. On an inhale, raise the right leg up high behind you. And then step the right foot forward between the hands. Bring the left knee down to the mat. Bring both hands just to the top of the right knee. Let the hips sink forward. Good. On an inhale, raise the arms. Breathe here. here. Opening up through the whole front of the left thigh. You can feel it in the hips. On an exhale, bring the hands down and draw the hips back, coming into a runner's stretch. The right toes will peel up. Feeling this through the right hamstring. Good. On an inhale, bend the right knee. Tuck the left toes. Place the hands down and step back into downward facing dog. Breathe here in down dog, pressing down through the heels, up through the hips. All of the fingers are pressing down firmly. On an inhale, raise the left leg up high behind you, and then step the left foot forward between the hands. Drop the right knee. Slowly come up. Just bring both hands to the top of the left knee. And feeling this through the front of the right thigh, the right hip. Inhale the arms up. Just settling into the stretch. On an exhale, the hands come down. Take the hips back. Peel the left toes off the mat, finding the runner stretch on this side. Stretching out through the whole back side of the left leg. Good. Bend the left knee. Tuck the right toes. Press down through the hands and step back into downward facing dog. Just breathe here in down dog. This is such a great pose for stretching out the whole back side of the body. There's a stretch from the heels to the hips, and then all the way from the hips down to the fingertips. Good. On the next inhale, raise the right leg up high behind you. Step the right foot forward. And this time, leaving the left knee up and staying on the back, the left toes. We'll inhale up into crescent pose. So the right knee is bent, left leg is straight and long. The hips are pointing forward. Inhale the arms up. Draw in through the navel. Breathe here, just finding some strength. Good. On an exhale, the hands come down. Step back into downward facing dog. And then from down dog, ripple forward into plank pose. Building some heat in the core. The body one long line, drawing the navel point in. Good. Exhale, hips up and back, coming into downward facing dog. On the next inhale, lift the left leg up high behind you. Step the left foot forward. Leave the right heel up. Come up into crescent pose on this side. Left knee is bent, hips are facing forward. Right leg straight and strong, the right heel is lifted. Inhale the arms up. Breathe here. Good. Exhale the hands down. Step back into downward facing dog. And then once again, on an inhale, we'll ripple forward into plank. Breathe here in plank. And then on an exhale, drop the knees and slowly lower all the way down. With the arms underneath the shoulders, press through the palms. Lift the chest, coming into cobra pose. Getting a little back bend. If it feels good, you can look back over the left shoulder. Good, take gaze through center and then look over the right shoulder. And then come through tabletop. Tuck the toes. Come into downward facing dog. Breathe here. Good, then bring the knees down. Cross the ankles. Just sit down behind the feet. Stretch the legs out in front of you. Coming into staff pose, the feet are flexed. Inhale the arms up, find some length. Exhale and fold forward. Coming forward any amount. You might take the hands to the outside of the calves, or to the outside of the feet, or to the big toes. Lift through the chest, finding that length in the spine. And then let it go. Bring the forehead down. You can find a little bit of rounding in the back. Inhale, bringing the torso up. And then come down onto your back. Hug the knees into the chest. And then using the left hand, guide the knees down to the left. Take the right arm out and take the gaze out over the right fingertips. Just a gentle twist. Wrings out the spine, releases any tension in the back. Using the left hand, gather the knees up, draw them back into the chest and hug them in. And then use the right hand to guide the knees over to the right. Extend the left arm out, take the gaze out over the left fingertips. Just breathing into it. Gather the knees up, draw them into the chest one last time. Give them a squeeze. Rock a little bit side to side. Good, and then roll to one side. Press up into a seated pose. You can take easy cross-legged pose if that feels good. Rest the palms facing up on your knees. Close the eyes. Just focus on the breath for a moment. You've got the whole rest of your day to rush, rush, rush. Right now, you can just take one last moment. Good. Feel settled. Notice how your body feels. If you feel a little bit more open, bring the hands to heart center. Blink the eyes open. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste.